Hello, welcome back again to the Chelsea Past and Present RTG. It is officially gone midnight of the 27th of September, which means it's officially FIFA 23 release day in the UK, that is, and if you ordered the special edition. But that doesn't matter. FIFA 23 is here, it's live, no trials, no glitches, no hacks to get in. We're in the game properly, good and proper. And as you can see, if you look at my lovely FIFA points, EA have given me my 4,600 FIFA points, which means we're going to rip them all in this episode, get some coins, and hopefully get those final players. Now, in the last episode, I did make some sales. So I went up to like 29k, I think it was. And just to show you where that went, we basically picked up Jorginho. I paid a whopping 28,000 coins, which I think is his min price right now because I don't think EA have updated it. But yeah, this is the team at the minute. I've been playing around with some tactics. Again, I've not played a game yet, but kind of want to make the tactics and get a feel for the game first before I make that tactics video. And yeah, as you can see, I've started putting some chemistry styles on. But like I said, we're hoping to get that lovely Kante, the Raheem Sterling's in ready. But the team is looking pretty solid. And I'm really excited to start playing the game, obviously. But yeah, we're here for packs. So let's rip some packs. Now, I think EA also gives something else. There was this, right? The Loan and Untradeable Players Pack. So I did check this. It's not the ones to watch, so it should be fine to just rip it open, which I'm going to do right now. And hopefully get a good team of the week. That'd be kind of cool. And yeah, it's probably like the worst one. I feel like I did this last year as well. And I think I literally got I think it was last year, I think the lowest rated inform we could have gotten was like a 75 rated or something. And of course I hit that, right? You know what I mean? I'm going to take Vinny here. I think Vinny is really hyped this year. And it'd be kind of cool to just use him or have him for objectives at some point. So yeah, 4,600 FIFA points. Let's just get ripping. I hope you guys have some solid pack luck and do better than I do. I'm probably going to do really bad. But also, Sarah, come from the Bundesliga, right? I think he's actually worth a little bit too, right? Yeah, a couple of K. We'll take it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are in and playing your copy of FIFA 23 like I am. If you pre-ordered the special edition or whatever it was, I'm not actually sure what it was, but I knew it would be what I'd be going for. Do you know, there's a part of me there I thought it was Kimpembe or something. But Open Meccano, I think he fetches a little pretty penny too. So that'd be cool. Let's see how much you... Yeah, no, that's more realistic. 40k sounds about right. I did have a little moment there, but it's I don't know. But yeah, no, sadly not the case. But yeah, I keep getting interrupted. I hope you guys have a good FIFA 23, and I hope you get some solid packs and pack some crazy players. Like I've just packed Verratti, which is awesome. Is he a walkout? He isn't. What? Really? 87's not a walkout? Seems a bit sus to me, but there we go. Is he expensive? Oh, he just doesn't sell at 85k. That sounds about right. What I'll do is I will list these players up, and then obviously instead of keeping you guys hanging around in this one, I'll update you in the next one about what players sold and how much things were sold for and things like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the game if you have jumped in already. I have been watching a little bit of a Run the Foot Market, or Nick, should I say, today, and he says it feels a lot slower, the gameplay. But I'm quite a fan of that. It means that some of the clunkier, I guess, players might be a bit more usable this year. So things like, obviously, players like your Lukaku's or maybe your Benzema's, Lewandowski might be really, really good this year. I know he's got a lot of hype having moved to Barcelona and the links that brings. So it'd be very interesting to see how the gameplay feels. I'll give my judgment when I've actually played it, obviously. How much are you, Iago Aspas? 3 or 4k. That's decent. Yeah, and I'm also curious to see the effect of chemistry styles, right? Because I don't think they're as impactful this year as they have been in previous years. I could be very wrong on that front. I'll be honest, I don't actually know what the animations are for walkouts and things like that. So I'm kind of just waiting to see if it's around and then just letting it roll just to see what happens. Muriel, are you worth a little bit? A couple of K maybe? That's decent. Okay. Can making some good coins here, in fairness. Might be looking solid to pick up that Sterling, but obviously the dream is to get your Kantes, get that Kante in the midfield and just start bossing it. I remember last year, I think it was from Squad Battles rewards. I think I packed for Varane, which was amazing. I didn't expect to get that. And then obviously we did like a promo pack Friday and then hit Cantona, which kind of set us up and made us build a really sick team. So yeah, I'm really excited to see the promos and stuff that EA do this year. And I think it's really interesting as well. The Di Maria SBC. I think it's really cool that they've ignored chemistry and just gone for rating. And I think that's really important going forward, that if EA make this a regular thing, we could see the prices of things like goalkeepers like Unai Simon, for example, or better rated goalkeepers just skyrocket or stay high in value. And the reason I say that is because obviously if you don't need chemistry, you can just chuck as many goalkeepers in, right? Because they always carry, the highest rating, right? Usually in the game, or the majority of like the higher rated players. So yeah, be curious to see how EA mangle it. I think they're still getting to terms with their new system. Obviously we've seen a couple of bugs over the past few days around the some of the SBCs. I think there was one of them I tried to do, and I think it was the hybrid leagues, where you have to have like one nation and then like different leagues for each player. And I committed for that, didn't know it was broken, and then tried to submit, and obviously it said you needed at least 2 chemistry points on each player, not minimum 2. So yeah, had I maybe had Googled it or looked into it a bit more, then I might have avoided wasting a couple of coins on there. But, live and we learn, right? We live and we learn. Who do we hit here? Courts. Do you know, I think it'd be really sick to hit some of these like big players, man. I think obviously everybody wants that, right? That's a bit dead saying that, but it'd be really cool to hit that just to kind of set us up and get some coins in the account, and then we can start buying these cool players, trying them out, do a little player reviews on things like, test out Kante, test out Carvalho, right? I said in the last episode that I didn't realize he was in this game, and it put 2 and 2 together, and then I went, oh, hang on a minute, I know who he is. So it's a bit of a wake up call for me on that front. But yeah, no, really cool that they've added Carvalho into FIFA, and I hope they keep adding more of these iconic older players from way back when. Not hitting too much so far. I will say there was one thing that I had in mind that I was worried about with these position modifiers, right? So my assumption when I played, when I heard about these changes, I just assumed that the player would just change. So if you dropped, for example, like Cucurella, for example, from left wing back or left back to centre back, he would just change. No need to apply anything, all that good stuff. That's how I just thought it would work. You would just drop him into the position, and if they can play that position, their card would just change and you would just get on with your life, right? Obviously, very wrong. You need these position modifiers. So when I found out about that, I was worried about how frequent position modifiers were going to be in packs, because I always thought that was just going to be like another way that that EA could hold on to us. But it's really nice to see that every pack that I've opened from this so far, everyone has had a position modifier, right? And I think that's really good, and that's really important, because you don't want to be like stuck on the market trying to find position modifiers to buy, right? Of course, I say that. There's not one in this pack. But you know what I'm trying to say is that like they're in the pack frequent enough that you should have a surplus of them, which is good, right? And especially if you're doing things like squad battles, your foot champs, things like that, then you're never going to be having to spend 2, 3, 4, 5k, for example, for a position modifier. Oh, Hunter there, that's lovely. So yeah, that's really, really nice. I'm also glad as well that they've also kept the older heroes from games. So obviously seeing players like Joe Cole still in the game, that's really, really big, because it means that's somebody I can get. And I think they've actually added some very unique positions to him this year. Obviously with the whole position modifier thing, I think they've added the ability to play him as a right wing, right mid, left mid, and a cam. I could be wrong on those, but the one that's big is the cam position, because he's got really good passing, pace, and shooting, and his dribbling is decent. So you'd make a very good like cam, which is awesome, right? Which is what we want, right? You don't always want to play him out wide and then have to manually move him in or use tactics or whatever to move him across. Just becomes a bit tedious. So yeah, no, I'm really glad that EA have had that. And I think some really cool icons, or some icons have become, relevant again, or, people are looking at them again, right? Because of these position changes. So I think these position modifier things is definitely a step forward for EA. I think they've done a good thing here. I think what people are struggling with at the minute is these SBCs. They are hard. at the minute, working out like how to get the chemistry points and stuff. It's definitely harder than it ever has been to do an SBC, which is fine. But, you know, it's just a teething process, right? People will get used to it, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, this is the regular norm, you know? I will say it's a shame that I've been talking so much. We've not packed anything decent. That's just not it, is it? Maybe EA knew. Maybe EA knew that many people will be all logging on right now, claiming those 40,600 FIFA points and just slapping them straight through. I mean, it'd be nice to hit something. Brazil, is it a pack? No. SBC fodder for many of previous years. Sadly, not the case today. Yeah. So no, I've just been basically in my free downtime. I've just been looking at tactics. I've been analysing a lot of Graham Potter's Chelsea as well, because I think that's slightly different to Tuchel's, and it'd be interesting to see if I can recreate that. I've got like a rough draft of a tactic set up for it. I just need to kind of test it to make sure it plays how I think it should play. Obviously, there's always that chance that it doesn't, because it's FIFA, right? It's not real life. Oh, Ramos, what have they done to you, buddy? Jesus. So there's obviously that chance that it won't play how I expect it to, but I've got to try, do the best I can with what I've got. And yeah, like I said, if I feel like it works or it feels like it emulates the tactics that Potter used, then that's great. I'll make one again for Tuchel's this year. I doubt there's going to be much change to last year's, but it'd be good to have a little play around with that again and see how that goes. And I also want to have a look at some of Graham Potter's games at Brighton to see if he changed and played other formations. And I think he is a fan of the 4-2-3-1, which is amazing because I love that formation in real life as well. With the depth of the squad that he's got, you know, when you look at players like Kai Havertz, Sterling, Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher's just coming in, and I think he's eyeing up a lot of midfielders, like I've already said, in the Christmas market. So yeah, it'd be nice to kind of analyse maybe some of the games he's made Brighton play in a 4-2-3-1 formation and see how that works, and try and emulate that as best as I physically can. But geez, this pack opening's been pretty rough, hasn't it? I was hoping for something spectacular, but this is the last pack. And it ain't looking good, Chief. Anything good? Spanish? Left mid? Oh, Monain! It's not what we wanted though, was it? What a shame. 2 position modifiers though, that's pretty good. So yeah, that is my FIFA opening. Just from random quick sales, we've got 16k. But you can bet that I'll be going onto the store now shortly and just rolling through all of these players and listing up to see. So I think what our best pack would have been Verratti, Aspas, Ramos, a couple of 84s, 83s mostly, and then just some rares in between here and there. It'd be nice to kind of flip some of these for a profit, and hopefully be able to, I assume, probably by Raheem Sterling, or I might have to look at the defense. I know Tomori is looking really, really good this year, so it might be worth buying him again and bringing him back. But I do want to buy Koulibaly, so I'm not sure. I'll have to have a think. Or if you guys have an opinion when you see this video, please do drop a comment down below and let me know which you think I should prioritize and focus next, and who we should bring into the team. But yeah, sorry guys, sadly nothing fantastic packed today, I'm afraid. But I knew the chances were going to be slim anyway. Like I said, this is the squad. We're grinding. We're working our way up. Anyway, like I said, so the next video will be probably my first game trying out the foundations, maybe trying a quick squad battles game, just showing some highlights and just showing how I work out tactics and things like that, and how I go through that thought process. Maybe a rivals game as well, so we'll just roll through and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully your packs are better than mine. Hopefully you pack somebody really, really cool. If you do, like I said, I've already said a million times, drop a comment down below. Let me know who you pack. That's it for now. Hopefully we'll see you guys in Rivals, because it is all crossplay. Yeah, but for now, guys, take it easy. Peace.